To part 6 in our ongoing video series about selling vintage print ads on eBay. Today's episode is going to focus on what happens after the sale is complete. There's a series of steps that I usually follow just to make sure that everything has arrived safely, soundly, and that we have a satisfied and happy buyer. The first thing I'll do, and it's probably the most obvious, but I just go into my paid and shipped orders screen on eBay. I check the tracking information and I make sure that the ad has been delivered. Once I know it's delivered, I usually wait about 2 or 3 days to see if the buyer will leave feedback. I think like most people, the ratio is probably about 30-40% of the buyers actually leave the feedback and take the time to do that. There are generally 2 schools of thought when it comes to getting feedback from a buyer. The first is sort of a c'est la vie attitude. If they leave feedback, they'll leave feedback, no big deal. The second approach is to be a little more proactive and go ahead and ask for feedback. Or maybe if you're not asking for feedback necessarily, you could go ahead and send a message to your buyer and just, make sure that they receive the item safe and sound. See if there's anything else you could help them with. And then that's a sort of implied way of requesting feedback without being that forward and actually using the word, "Can you leave me good feedback?" I've tried both of these tactics, and I can tell you that, like most things in life, sometimes it's successful and sometimes it isn't. Thankfully, I've never had a negative response when I'm proactive and I ask someone, to basically give me feedback. Feedback is just such an important element in your entire process, and especially on eBay, feedback is vital. Good feedback is vital. And I want to show everybody a quick screenshot of some recent feedback I've received on purchases made of print ads. All right, here's a screenshot of some recent feedback that I've received on eBay for the sale of print ads. And you can see there's some consistency in the comments, which is greatly appreciated. A lot of them mention the fact that the packaging was great, that the contents were protected well, and that shipping was quick, and most importantly, probably that the item was as described. This is something I take great pride in. You could see, again, in my shipping video, how I ship these ads. I'll put a link right above so you could take a look at that if you haven't checked it out. But feedback, again, such an important and crucial element in the entire sales process here on eBay. Something else I make a habit of doing after the sale is completed, especially if I've received good feedback from a buyer, is I'll go in and send them a message and I'll again thank them for their business. I'll go ahead and I'll ask for more business. And the way I go about doing that is actually in a video that I have linked right here for you. But to give you a summary of it, let's say they purchased a car ad, a Studebaker ad from 1936 or something like that. I'll go in and send some kind of message that says, "Thanks so much for your purchase. Hey, I'm just wondering, do you like automobiles? Do you collect automobile memorabilia? Do you collect Studebaker automobilia? If you do, why don't you check out my eBay store? I have X amount of listings with Studebakers on it, or X amount of listings featuring car ads." It's a great way to prompt your buyer to see maybe they haven't even checked out your store. Maybe they just looked at that one ad and didn't realize that you have a pile of similar ads that they might be interested in. It's a really nice technique to go ahead and ask for more business, which is the title of that video, which I advise you check out. Well, that will wrap up our video series on selling vintage print ads on eBay for big bucks. I hope you learned something. I hope perhaps it inspired you to go ahead and sell your own vintage print ads. If you have any thoughts, concerns, comments, critiques, I welcome them. Please leave a comment below. And please, if you did enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I will be back with plenty more videos. We don't just do print ads around here, but if anybody, again, has any questions, let me know. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.